Super Eagles for the win. Green, white, green, and the color. Clear the road for Super Eagles.
Yes, I cleared the road for Super Eagles. Green, white, green are the color. I love the song so much by Solid Star. I mean, if I'm not at the stadium to support the Super Eagles live, this is one of the songs I like listening to. I mean, make her cheer them on for my phone. What do you think? Yes, it's still the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. And of course, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be hosting Rwanda at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in Uyo by 5 p.m. This evening. And of course, a whole lot of us have, brought out our calculators. Permutations don't start. Make we begin to calculate. Is it still possible for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to qualify? And what do they have to do? Now, the big question is, do you think it's still possible for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to qualify? Do you think it's still possible? I want to get your views in the comment section. Well, let's take a deep dive into Group C. I mean, if you take a look at Group C, you have South Africa, Benin Republic, Rwanda, Nigeria, Lesotho, and of course Zimbabwe. Taking a look at that group, I mean, when the draws came out, you would think Nigeria should automatically gain qualification, I mean, in that group. If anything was going to give them problem at all, it should have been South Africa, right? But that's not the case. That's not the case. I mean, taking a look at the table right now, you will see that South Africa currently tops the group with 16 points. Benin Republic follows closely with 11 points. Rwanda follows with 8 points, while Nigeria has 7 points. Well, let's see what happens after they play Rwanda in a few hours from now. Well, like I said, you would have thought that the competition would not be so stiff for the Super Eagles. However, this is not the case. As a matter of fact, I would have thought that South Africa would have been their only competition. I mean, taking a look at that group, only South Africa and Nigeria have been to the World Cup. South Africa have been to the World Cup 3 times, while Nigeria have been to the World Cup 6 times. Their first appearance was in 1994, and for South Africa, their first appearance was in 1998. And the last time South Africa were at the World Cup was in 2010, which coincidentally was when they hosted the World. Yes, South Africa hosted the World in 2010, and that was the last time they were at the World Cup. That's to tell you how important this, this is for South Africa. Even though they still have the issue of, deducting of points, I mean, for fielding an ineligible player and all that. Even that point, even though they lose 3 points, do you think South Africa will slip? I mean, who has that much lead on the table and would allow it slip? And for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, taking a look at where they are right now, for them to be in the conversation, they need to win all their remaining matches, starting from the match against Rwanda that will be played this evening. Yes, after this window, they have 2 more matches to play in the next window. That means the Super Eagles of Nigeria needs to get all 12 points before we start, taking a look at, the possibility of them going. And do you think it's going to be an easy task for them? I mean, South Africa is still there. They don't want to drop points. Rwanda still fighting. Benin Republic still fighting. Interestingly, only Nigeria and South Africa has ever been to the World Cup. So you should see how much these other teams are fighting, to get there as well. They also want to make their mark. There's no more small team. Small team no day again for football these days. No small team out there. That's why I say it's a very, very big task. I mean, who wants, to let their lead slip? Mind you, all 9 teams that tops the group will actually qualify. Morocco is the first African team to have qualified at this point. And of course, we have 4 teams that will go to the playoff to see if they can still get a spot in the 2026. I mean, get a spot to the 2026, World Cup. Is it possible? Can the Super Eagles of Nigeria get that spot? Do you think it's still possible? Do you think so? Do you think so? Well, we still say clear the road for Super Eagles. Do you think it's still possible for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to make it? Is it possible? I want to get your views. Yes, I'll be in the comment section. Talk to me. And don't forget to clear it for Super Eagles.
Super Eagles,